Jaff was a poor miner, living with his wife Ronnie and their two young children in a simple home built of mud and thatch. Though he had little in the way of worldly goods, Jaff possessed something far more precious than gold, an unshakable faith. Each morning, he would kneel in the small yard outside his house, close his eyes, and pray. "God," he whispered, "thank you for the gift of life, for my family, and for the little we have. I know I am poor, but my hope rests in you. Grant me the strength to work diligently and the faith to keep trusting, even when the results seem distant." With quiet resolve, he would then set off for the river. Hour after hour, he sifted sand and gravel in his pan, searching for flecks of gold. Most days yielded only a few tiny grains, barely enough to buy rice and cooking oil. Still, Jaff would smile and offer thanks to God. A wealthy gold merchant named Jerry often watched him from nearby. Jerry had money, land, and power, but kindness was foreign to him. He frequently ridiculed Jaff in front of the other miners. "You'll never strike a real nugget," he would sneer. "You were born to stay poor, bringing me your pitiful scraps." Jaff never answered in anger. He simply offered a gentle smile and said softly, "God can do the impossible. I trust him." One evening, after another day of scant reward, Jaff knelt in his modest room and prayed through tears. "Lord," he pleaded, "I do not ask for myself, but for my family. Grant us a better life. Bless me with enough to provide for them." That night, a figure appeared to him in a dream. A man dressed in radiant white garments. "Jaff," the man said, "your faith will be rewarded. Tomorrow go to the town square, feed the pigeons, and pray." Jaff awoke with his heart pounding. He told Ronnie about the dream. Her eyes widened in wonder, and after a moment she said quietly, "Perhaps this is God's guidance. Let us follow it." The next morning, Jaff set out for the town square, carrying a small sack of grain. Along the way, he encountered an elderly man who looked exhausted and hungry. Without a second thought, Jaff handed him the grain. "I have little," he said, "but what I have, I can share." The old man smiled warmly, offered a blessing, and melted into the crowd. When Jaff reached the square, pigeons fluttered down around him, pecking eagerly at the scattered grain. Remembering the dream, he closed his eyes and prayed. "Thank you, Lord. Please hear my prayer." As the birds circled gently about him, a deep, peaceful joy settled in his heart. Afterward, he made his way to the river and began panning as always, moving the pan with patient, practiced care. Hours passed, his hands grew raw. Then something caught his eye, a large rock that seemed somehow different from the rest. An inner prompting urged him to move it. Summoning all his strength, he heaved the rock aside. Beneath it gleamed a massive gold nugget, larger and more brilliant than anything he had ever imagined. Jaff dropped to his knees, tears flowing freely. "Thank you, Lord," he whispered again and again. With great care, he carried the treasure home. When Ronnie and the children saw it, they gasped in awe. Together, the family knelt and poured out their gratitude to God. The following day, Jaff traveled to a larger town to sell the nugget. He set aside a portion of the proceeds to give to those in need. With the remainder, he established a modest gold-buying business of his own. Unlike Jerry, however, Jaff treated every miner with fairness and respect, paying honest prices and honoring their labor. Word of his integrity spread quickly, and soon miners from far around brought their gold to him. Jaff never forgot his humble roots. Each morning he prayed, gave thanks, and carried out his work with love and justice. In the end, Jaff came to understand that true wealth is measured not only in gold, but in faith, kindness, and trust in God. Through his life, he showed those around him that even the lowliest existence, when guided by faith and compassion, can shine more brightly than the greatest earthly treasure.
Please like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales. Thank you for accompanying us. We look forward to seeing you in the next story with fresh insights and new lessons. Until then, stay well and stay peaceful.